Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It is Saturday morning, a dark and dreary kind of Saturday morning, but it's also a coffee kind of morning. Wanted to continue my great debut albums, showing one album from each letter, which is a hard choice. Thank you so much, by the way, for all your wonderful comments and all your suggestions on all these albums. You guys have made some wonderful, wonderful suggestions, and I appreciate everything. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to do F through to J, and hopefully I picked some good ones. But let's get started. Before I do, though, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you to all that have liked and subscribed so far. I greatly appreciate it. Want to continue to put great content out there to be informative and to show you guys some great bands and artists that I have in my collection. It's because of you guys, your likes, your subscriptions, your wonderful, wonderful comments that keep me going, keep me motivated to do this kind of thing, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. So from the letter F, this is Foghat's debut album. Such a great bluesy rockin' album. 1972 release. Dave Peverett on vocals and rhythm guitar, Rod Price on lead and slide guitar, Tony Stevens on bass and vocals, and Roger Earl on drums. Just a great combination. You got a couple of awesome covers that I Just Want to Make Love to You by Willie Dixon and Maybelline by Chuck Berry. Just a fantastic debut album, and happy to find this one for sure. Great Foghat. Kind of branched off from Savoy Brown to become Foghat, but really, really good stuff. From the G's, one of my favorite bands. This is Grand Funk and On Time. You've got Mark Farner, lead vocals, guitarist, Don Brewer, drums and vocalist, and Mel Shocker on bass. The hard rockin' trio of Grand Funk Railroad. And it's on the Capitol label. 1969 debut. Awesome tracks like Time Machine and High on a Horse and the big song Heartbreaker. And Please Don't Worry. Just wonderful, wonderful stuff. Grand Funk at its best. Great debut album. They would go on to make so many great albums and so many great hits, for sure. One of my favorite debut albums and one of the best debut albums ever. This is Jimi Hendrix Experience. Are You Experienced? This is a wonderful, wonderful album. Such a great, great album. Number 63 on the list of 1,000 albums of all time by the Rolling Stones. 1967 release by The Experience. You've got Purple Haze, Foxy Lady, Hey Joe, The Wind Cries Mary, just all in this one album. And fantastic stuff. Really, really good debut album in Jimi Hendrix Experience. The eyes were a challenge. I don't have a lot of eyes, but I did find one. This was also a VCLT, so thank you so much. It's a Beautiful Day, self-titled band, psychedelic California band. It's on the Columbia label. This is really, really good stuff. 1969 release. White Bird, the big single off of this one. You got the husband and wife team of David LaFlamme on flute and lead vocals, and Linda LaFlamme on piano, organs, and keyboards and vocals. Just psychedelic at its best. It's a Beautiful Day. Really, really good stuff. And finally from Jay, you've got this wonderful little box set showing their first 3 albums. And this was kind of a play on words. I was watching a little bit of an interview with Ian Anderson and I can't remember who was interviewing him at the time, but the band was struggling at the time. They were a blues-based band, trying to keep up with all the other big bands going on. And he thought it was kind of the end, so that's why it was called This Was, this was Jethro Tull. But they went on to, of course, be one of the biggest progressive bands ever. This is the only album to feature Mick Abrams on guitar. Wonderful blues player. And Mick Abrams wanted to continue on the blues track. Ian Anderson wanted to move over to more progressive rock. Of course, Ian Anderson won in the end. They brought in Martin Barre, who was on pretty much every album but this one. But what a great debut album this one is. So full of blues tracks. Just fantastic, fantastic stuff. Different than any Tull that you've listened to. But really, really good. I'm glad they made the direction that they did, even though this is a fantastic blues album. But there you have it, guys. There's some great debut albums from F through to J. Of course, I could have picked a bunch more, but I'm trying to keep it to one album per letter. I'll continue on and see what I got next. And have yourself a wonderful day. Take care. Bye now.